Hey YouTube fam, it's Messy. I've got 3 new face tutorials for you today in video format. Now 2 of these are already up on my Pinterest. However, I have included one extra face that is not yet on my Pinterest just for YouTube. So the tutorial for that one will come to Pinterest at a later date, but as of right now, you can just follow along this video with me to do these face tutes, or if you would like to do them in picture format instead, my Pinterest will be linked in the bio. So let's get started. So the first face that we're gonna do is going to be called gyaru. That's what it's called on my Pinterest as well. Here she is. She's a pretty simple face tutorial, actually, all in all. So I'm gonna go over here so you guys can get the skin hex code, which is 653E27. And I'm not gonna lie, I did low-key forget to do this for the other 2 faces, but I will have the skin hex posted in the top left corner while we do the tutorials for the other ones, okay? So we're gonna scroll all the way down to numbers 213, which seem to be a pretty popular eye within the community. We're gonna actually leave that first layer white. We'll just leave it white. Just leave it alone, you don't need to touch it, but we're gonna go to the second layer and we're gonna change that hex code to 7A5535. And then we're gonna go ahead and change that opacity down to about 25%. Now go over to the eyebrows and we're gonna select numbers 155. And you will see a lot of my face tutes use 155. They are my favorite eyebrows. And the hex code is gonna be 3D281F. Over to the lips, we're gonna go down to 161. Now keep in mind, this lip is included in the Halloween 2025 Baddie Pass. If you do not have these lips, don't fret, you're gonna use numbers 187 and you're gonna set that top lip a little darker than the bottom lip. But as for the 161, I actually kind of messed up the Pinterest tutorial for the hex codes for the lips. So I'm playing around with it a little bit here, but I'll give you the hex code. We'll see what the hex code ends up being because I don't remember, but I messed it up a little bit on the Pinterest tutorial. I'm only human. It looks like we're gonna have that first layer set to 7C4D31. And the second layer will be 38251C. We're gonna go over to the contour and we're gonna select number 50. And we are going to change that contour to 8A796B. Over to the detail section, we're gonna go to skin, and then we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna select number 4. And you can leave it as is. And we're gonna scroll up a little bit and select number 143 as well. And then we're gonna go over to the nose section. We're gonna scroll down and we are going to select number 477. And we're gonna change the hex code to BC886A. And we're gonna go to the second layer and turn that down all the way to about 50%. It was just a little bit too bright. And that's the face tutorial. I told you this one's pretty simple. And after this, we're gonna go ahead and move to the second one. And this is the one that I do not yet have a face tutorial up for on Pinterest. So this is the YouTube exclusive for now. I'll post the tutorial eventually, but we're gonna go ahead and clear the face. The skin hex is up at the top. It is the exact same as the last skin. We're gonna select eyes 2, 1, 2. And keep in mind, I forgot something here. On the third layer, I'm just gonna tell you this now. So we're gonna set layer 1 to 6534734. We're gonna set layer 2 to 653F28, and we're gonna this third layer, I forgot to change it. Change that to black. Change the third layer to black, which is all zeros. Change it to black. The second layer, we're gonna bring the opacity down to about 40%. We're gonna go over to the eyebrow section, and we're gonna scroll down to the eyebrows that came with the Flee the Facility collab, which are number 163. We're gonna change the hex code to 38251C. We're gonna go over to the lips, and we're gonna scroll down to the Valentine's 221 lips. And we're gonna change the first layer to 38251C. We're gonna go to the second layer and we're gonna change that hex code to A86E4D. We're gonna go to the contour section. We're gonna select number 54. And also, I've had a lot of bitches want to combat me in Pinterest comments saying, actually, it's not number 54. 54 doesn't exist. Yes, it does. It's a DLC code. It's not my fault if you don't have the DLC code. But if you don't have it, just use number 53. They're almost practically the same, but 54 has a little bit more blush and the nose spotting is different. Like, look, I'm gonna switch between it. The nose portion is different and 54 has more blush. We're gonna set 54 to DF, DF, DF and change the opacity to about 45%. We're gonna go over the detail section and we're gonna select nose and select 481. We're gonna change that first layer to 653F28. We're gonna change the opacity to about 60%. And we're gonna go to the second layer and we're just gonna match the opacity there. That way they look like they blend together. We're gonna go to the skin section and we're gonna select number 487 and we're gonna leave it as is. We're gonna go to the eyeshadow section, and I'm not sure, I don't think that this is DLC. We're gonna select number 480. We're gonna make the first layer FFC 078. This is like my favorite gold hex, so you'll see that a lot in all my face toots. Okay, we're taking layer 2 all the way down to 4%. Okay, basically get rid of that layer. Take it down as low as you can. How about that? Okay, clearly. And then layer 3, we're gonna leave that white. So you're gonna color the first layer, the second layer, just take the opacity all the way down. Third layer, you're gonna leave it white so that you still have a little shine. We're gonna go to the blush section and we're gonna select 475 and we're gonna change the hex code to 633144. We're gonna go to the skin section and we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna select number 4 and leave it as is. And that is her face toot. Again, a lot of these are pretty simple. They're not too complicated, okay? And for the last face toot, we're gonna go, and this actually is my most popular face on Pinterest, which kind of surprises me because it's not necessarily my favorite face, but it is my most popular one. It's got like 10,000 pins on it. The skin hex is going to be 785033. Up in the top left, we're gonna go to the eye section. We're gonna scroll down again to 213. We're gonna change that first layer to A86 E4D. We're gonna change the second layer to 7A5535. And we're gonna set the opacity all the way down to about 25%. Go to the eyebrows, and again, we're gonna go select number 163 from the Flee the Facility collab. And we're gonna change the hex to 3D281F. We're gonna go over to the lip section, and again, we're going to use the lips from the Halloween Baddie Pass numbers 161. Again, if you don't have it, just use 187. For this first layer, we're gonna do 8D5E3C. You want this first layer to be pretty close to your skin tone. And for the second layer, we are going to do 38251C. So you want that second layer to be darker. At least when I use this lips, that's what I do. So go to contour, we're gonna hit 54. Again, if you don't have it, use 53. We're going to change the contour color to BF9888. And we're gonna go over to the details section. We're gonna head to eyeshadow. We're gonna scroll all the way down to 473. And we're gonna put the hex code C38059. Gonna go over to the nose section and we are going to select 420. We're gonna change the hex code to 7A5234. We're gonna change the opacity to about 80%. We're gonna go over to the skin section and we're gonna select 487. You can leave it as is. We're gonna go back to the eyeshadow section and we're going to select 378. And we are gonna change this hex code to FFC 078. Again, this is my favorite gold hex, so you'll see it a lot. We're gonna go to the other section and we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna select number 281. You'll see this in a lot of my face toots as well. And we're gonna use the same hex code, FFC 078. And we're also gonna select number 278. And again, we're gonna use FFC 078. And that's the face toot. My most popular face toot at the moment. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed these tutorials. Again, if you are the kind of person that needs a more static version of a tutorial, go ahead and check out my Pinterest. It'll be linked in the bio. And let me know what kind of tutorials you want to see. I've got plenty more. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I've got plenty of time. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'm going to try to be posting more consistently on a weekly basis. Stay messy. Love ya. Bye.